Yeah, what I notice here in this house on Serrano Bluff, it's a little further along than ours, but look at how everything is squared off properly. You can just tell that they've measured, probably used a T-square or something to cut everything so that everything fits very well. And that's the thing I notice is different about this and what's being built in Mariah Court. There are some pieces that are not the greatest quality, but the way they position those pieces is that they're not in areas that are going to affect anything. I mean, for instance, look at this over here. You know how everything is just very straight, square, things are at right angles. So when you go to the next phase, things fit. Look how nicely these were cut, put through here. It's a whole different level of quality and workmanship that's going on here.
And the bolts are not in knot holes where they're going to come out.
These braces up at the top, I guess they're, I don't know what they call them, but these metal braces, you see how they're square and straight? Why? Because the wood fits flush and it is in the right position. So you don't have to bend those things in order to get them on. That's what I see in here is everything is square at right angles and fitted very nicely. And this is what I expect out of Dave. Look, this is what we saw in the model. This is what we saw in the design center, and this is what's being built right here. This is the garage we're looking at.
I don't know if they use 3 boards and then put the big bolts through them, and we have 1 board, but I don't think we have bolts in ours. I'll put this on pause and go inside.
Again, this is nice. This is over the front door. You know, the pieces fit nicely together. All of the little metal joints or things that they've used to secure fit well. I look up at the ceiling. I look at everything. You look down the line in any direction, really, and you see everything's at right angles. You know, like look down the hallway to your right and see. Remember, this is where we had the bent piers up at the top. You look how straight everything is, lines up perfectly straight. Everything's fitted together as it should be. This is you know, this is how David Weekley builds a home. That's what we were shown in the design center anyway, and you see it here demonstrated for real.
Looks like here are the headers. They're not held together with nails. They actually fit post to post.
So this is the front bedroom.
And then on the other side, there appears room for more insulation. I think ours are butted all the way to one side. Well, look how nice that is. Look how that fits. No nails holding it together. Now there's some straight boards. Imagine that. Look, it goes straight across.
I see that everywhere. Everything's cut.
Straight across.
Probably used a T-square or something to
Straight
make sure they
across.
cut everything properly.
We don't have this in ours where it's cut out like that in this vertical board.
It's very nice.
All those little pieces of
This
metal.
is what I expected. I mean, this is not. I mean, this is not another builder. This is David Weekley.
Okay. Let's look at the plumbing. There's the plumbing in this place.
This is the bathroom.
They all have these little white finishing caps on them. Don't believe ours have that.
This is the next bedroom.
Again, here's this.
Notice the crossbar here. It comes down from the top. It's fitted in up there at the top. And it comes down, it's fitted in where it crosses each beam. It's fitted in where it crosses each beam all the way to the bottom.
I don't
So
even
that's
think we have
flush.
those. We don't even have those, do we? I don't even remember seeing those in our house.
It's just an example of how well, this is constructed. Someone took time and cared about what they were doing. And did a really nice job.
I know we don't have those.
I'm not a construction guy. I can't compare this to, I'm just looking at what's obvious to the eye. And what I see,
Here versus ours,
I
period.
see what fits together. Everything fits. It's very nice. I wouldn't say it's perfect. It's not, best.
Can't be
failure
perfect
in the
because it's
world
not
thing, but,
production, but
it's,
and this is
this is the mud room. So you got some plumbing on the backside for the kitchen.
but look how everything is squared.
Look at these pieces here, guys. Put right in here flush. Right? Nicely flush. Not sticking out front or back. It fits. It's
Yeah, see, there's an example of not so great a board, but who cares? It's on the inside. You're not going to put any sheetrock against that, so they got plenty of room to hammer in sheetrock and not have a problem with it popping off. Again, they have little caps in all the little holes that they've drilled.
Look at this board. Here's a bad board, right? But again, it's fit in there properly.
And it's on the inside where it's not going to make any difference. Sheetrock, right? Sheetrock's going to go over those.
Watch this. Look at this board, Sal. This is not the best board either, but again, it's turned to the inside, not to the outside, so it doesn't have any effect on what is to the outside. Again, I don't know if that makes any difference, but it's just something I'm noticing.
Yeah, we know the whole level 2, level 3.
That's fine. As long
Right.
as it doesn't impact stuff, it doesn't matter.
Nope.
Everything is just so well. Somebody took a lot of pride in this. This may not be their best work, I don't know, but it's very nice. Take an art beat.
Again.
Now look at here again, nicely cut out so that the piping can go through. It's not jammed on the front or the back side of it. It's not hacked up. Everything fits straight, no bends in any of it. And I know they'll foam up, they'll foam up ours too, but I'm just saying it's a matter of workmanship. It's a matter of workmanship.
See, he's marked stuff on here very clear.
It has the tray ceiling.
That's what we're doing, right?
Yeah, I think.
There's another cross. Why do they have these cross boards? And we,
I just noticing where they have them though, they're fitted into place.
all right.
They're not just tacked on the front, or they're fitted nicely. And again, all those little metal pieces line up just right. Why? Because everything's at right angles, and that's the way those are made. You don't have to bend them. Not supposed to bend them.
Yep.
Nice tray ceiling. Look at how, again, everything is lined up straight.
Do we have a tray ceiling?
I don't know. We gotta find out. We'll go look.
I don't remember seeing this done like that in ours, do you?
No. That could be, and I just missed it.
Windows are straight. Oh my, imagine that.
Well, it's easy when you do things at right angles.
Yeah, but
That's
remember how
stuff's made.
crooked ours were?
Well, that's because I'm saying ours aren't at right angles, so you gotta jimmy them in there because they don't, that's the problem.
And then foam them up. What's this black stuff up here? What are those?
That's some kind of a, I don't know what that is.
Do we have that?
Not yet. I don't know if that has something to do with insulation, or I don't know what that is. See, the radiant barrier comes down to it.
I mean, all these have these finished thing, you know. Okay, maybe they're not done with ours yet, but
Look at the bar. Again,
yeah, you should see. Wait till you see our pictures for the bar, the wood they used and how they put it together.
while you're doing that, let's go across the kitchen.
I'm going to take a picture
Yeah.
of this. Okay. Where?
Just this is the counter for the back counter, refrigerator. Again, these pieces that are there, they're flush at right angles, fit properly.
Yep, all the way up. All the way up.
Everything's
All the
flush,
way up.
flush to flush, flush
All
to
of 'em.
flush, flush to flush.
All of them.
It's all flush. It's all measured and cut and installed.
There's 9 pieces there and they all fit. Wait till you see ours. Look, here's more. And they all fit.
I mean, isn't this how you're supposed to build?
The only thing I saw was that, and he's marked it, right? Where it's crushed that.
Crush the vent tube.
Turn
Yeah,
it,
that's
yeah.
good. He says that's unacceptable. He's going to change that. Good for him. Helene, shoot up the rafters here in the ceiling, up in the roof. See the braces, how they fit on there nicely? I guess that's reinforcement. Maybe even handhold, I don't know what they're for, but you see how they're all applied.
They got a bunch of them up there, right there.
They're all applied well.
I'm gonna turn it this way. Sorry, it's gonna make you dizzy when you watch this. But
Pantry. There is a bad piece of level 3 wood there. They positioned it, I guess, in a way to be all right. I wouldn't be too happy with that one.
yeah,
And
but
I think that's the first.
in
You
the
don't see any
corner.
nails sticking out all over everywhere. Here's one here. Here's one
yeah, but
here.
they bend them up or bend them down.
Well, they may do that eventually, but I don't see that in a lot of places.
Right.
It's like
They didn't
kind
miss
of the
spots.
It's kind of the rule.
Look,
over-
I never look. See that one? It's got a big red X on
Mm-hmm.
it. Why? because it's not meeting and they just use nails. Well, that's what
Yeah, he said
a
take it out.
ton of ours look like.
Yep.
But they're going to take it out. Replace block. He has it written on the floor.
So here is the guest bedroom. And it's, you know, it's the same.
There's a little separation on that one, but
Where?
Sheetrock.
The one on the left?
right there.
Yeah, I can't see that.
But sheetrock, you know, goes on this side. I mean, you know, I'd love to have one in a room.
That's the closet back there. I noticed they're using these cross beams in certain places. I don't know exactly why they need them, but the point that I'm noticing is that it's all fitted in all the way up and flushed with everything. And it's square. You still filming there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's what I noticed. And I know this is further along than ours, so I mean, I don't know that they won't do more. But they're gonna have a lot harder time because things aren't square. Things are whoop-a-jawed.
What is that? Oh, the guest. Are
That's
we
the
in the
closet.
guest room?
This is the guest room, yeah.
Okay.
Here again, here's a long wall, and they braced it all the way across, cutting through each piece where it intersects, and measured and fit tightly.
I was going to say maybe those are temporary, but they're not because they painted them green.
And they foamed them in up here, so they, you know, we're going to end up having mostly foam, I think, because they're going to have to use foam because they didn't fit stuff together at right angles. I don't know why I'm laughing.
Yeah. Funny. Probably foam that a little better.
Level and installed well. All the pieces, all the vertical and horizontal pieces fitting well together. This door is installed with an inside turn to the right, which is the same way ours is installed, turned to the opposite. This is the opposite. It's turned into the dining room area though, in the same way. That must be what's on the Bynum plan, even though you've made changes to that. And pick it up.
Do we have that big piece of board right here?
Where?
That orange colored one?
Yeah, that's a beam for
Because there's no
support.
post coming down, so they have to do that.
Fitted it in. We have that too.
But again, they have bolts running through it everywhere.
And everything's cut at right angles to drop in properly. This house is not sloppy in any way. It's very professionally done. It's well done. I don't know who the project manager and the crew is for this, but they did a good job. Oh, I see my first one that's whoop-a-jawed.
Hang on.
Oh, there's one that's whoop-a-jawed. That's the first one I've seen that's not square.
Oh my.
There's
There's-
another one to the right, all the way in the corner. That one's just a hair off as well, but they foamed it in, you see?
Yep.
That's what they're gonna have to do. The whole house is gonna be foam house. because they can't do it square, so. That's a little sloppy. That's the only one I see that's not square.
But again,
In the whole house, I mean,
I'll take,
it's just,
right.
yeah, one or two pieces. Okay, we're going into the master here. Windows again look good, square, straight.
I wonder what these pieces of wood are there in the corner like that. I saw them on the other window too.
Are they nailed in?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Maybe they do
Maybe
it to
just
keep things straight.
Maybe that's how they got them straight. They pull them out. They have a technique for getting them straight. Maybe.
See, this black stuff is everywhere. What does it say on it? Solvent?
Must be some kind of a something that I don't know. Is it part of the guttering? I don't know. I'd be lying. I don't know. Okay, again, the tray ceiling in this room. Actually, they already have the air conditioning venting in. Nice.
Everything's so straight.
Yeah, that's what I see that's the main difference. I notice they have the particle board on this facing wall. I wonder if that's because it's the bathroom and they're worried about moisture. But I didn't see that on ours, so it's just something to keep in mind.
Mm-hmm.
They have the intake in here.
Now, how do you go into the bathroom that way? Yeah.
Into the bathroom this way, yeah.
Looks different when it's turned around.
This is the john. This is the closet. Against here is this is the sink area.
Where was that place where I was showing you that they put plywood in between to keep everything straight? It was the entrance to the master bedroom, I think.
Now here's an example. If I can show you something over here.
Okay, so here's something that I noticed. See, they have plywood. They have a piece of plywood there. They have a piece of plywood there.
On the between the two.
So
2x4s
maybe they
to
had to bring the door
square it up.
in some.
We
And
got on
so,
both sides, yeah. They squared it up with it.
so maybe the door was too big and they had to bring it in. But they did it uniformly.
Yeah, it's nice and square. You can tell it's nice and square because the pieces fit at right angles. Nothing's going to fit at right angles if it's not square.
Unbelievable. You wouldn't.
I wouldn't have a single complaint about this coming in here. I would be pleased as punch. So I'm not asking or looking for anything that David Weaver doesn't do. Some superior build, upper echelon build deal. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for them to do what they know how to do and what they do and what they've demonstrated right here.